Alright, so we're back. I'm low-key kind of buzzing off this shit I just bought from a smoke shop called 7-0. It's absolutely disgusting. Don't do that shit. It feels like a fucking opioid apparently. But today I just wanted to talk about something that's getting super popular, and it's kind of stupid because it's really not good for you and you don't need it if you're enhanced. And I'm talking about oral steroids. More specifically Anavar, because for some reason everyone loves Anavar right now and they think it's like the greatest thing in the world. I'm just gonna get straight to it. Like, I don't think anybody should be using oral steroids if you're not competing in professional bodybuilding, and I'm gonna explain why. So a lot of people think that you should be using Anavar. Orals put so much stress on your liver and your lipids, and they will plummet your cholesterol so fast. It's absolutely insane. Things like D-bol and compounds that are wet, that are used more for bulking, a lot of that weight just ends up being water weight. You're gonna lose it all after you get off. Your blood pressure goes up, your cholesterol gets fucked. But I think most importantly is when you're bulking, you need to be able to eat, and oral steroids absolutely destroy your appetite. I was only on 10 milligrams of D-bol like every other day at one point. When I was on D-bol, my blood pressure was through the roof. I felt pretty euphoric. That's one of the side effects, is you kind of get like this weird euphoria, which I had for a little bit. My appetite was absolutely destroyed. I wasn't gaining that much either, and all this stuff I gained, like my face, I just had moon face. I kind of looked stupid. And if you're bulking, like, you should be doing slow bulks anyway. You shouldn't be taking D-bol for more than 6 to 8 weeks, and you should be bulking for like 16 to 20 weeks at least. So people think that you should end with it or use it as a Kickstarter. If you use it as a Kickstarter, you're just gonna destroy your appetite, and by week 8 you're not gonna want to bulk anymore. All the other oral steroids that are used for bulking basically fall under that same category. You know, like, there's obviously ones for strength like T-bol and Anadrol. Some people swear by. They say it's absolutely amazing. That fucking destroys your liver and your lipids so fast, and it destroys your appetite even faster than D-bol. So back to what I was focusing on is these cutting compounds, which cutting compounds don't actually exist. There's no cutting and bulking steroids. All right, let's get that idea out of here. That's not a real thing. Anyway, Anavar. Some people, like, you'll see, like, I saw like Joseph Shin, that new guy, they're all promoting that shit, saying a little bit of Anavar, a little bit of this, a little bit of Anavar pre-workout. You should not be using Anavar if you're not competing. And I'm gonna explain why. The cutting aspect. If you're using Anavar to cut, I'm not gonna lie, it helps preserve muscle and it gives you more of a 3D, a veiny look. When you're cutting, I think one of the biggest things that you should be using your cuts for if you're enhanced is recovery. You shouldn't need to push past TRT doses while you're cutting if you're not prepping for a bodybuilding competition. You don't need to get absolutely shredded and peeled out of your tree just to fucking walk around as a normal dude, bro. And you should be using your cutting phases and your maintenance phases as a way to recover after a bulk, after your bulking blast. And Anavar just does not have a place in there. Imagine this. You get finished the bulking cycle, your cholesterol's a little bit skewed, just everything, your blood work's a little bit off. And then you decide to add Anavar on top of it, which is a harsh compound, especially for the liver and your lipids. You're not going to recover back, and by the time you want to bulk again, your blood work's still going to be terrible, and you're just risking bad health. So then we look at the other side of it, which is bulking. Some people argue, well, if you're not going to use it to cut, you can use Anavar to bulk, and you can. It's just like the other orals where you're going to lose your appetite, it's expensive, and you really can only stay on it for 6 to 8 weeks. I don't know why Anavar specifically got so popular, as if it has no bad health side effects. You're on that shit for 4 weeks, your cholesterol is going to be fucked. It just is. Even if you're on 10 to 20 milligrams, you might look better. I mean, you're obviously going to look better than if you didn't use it. Honestly, the effects are minimal, dude. Test is best. Your dose is what's going to make you grow on your bulk. You don't really need Anavar. Not that you don't really need it. You literally don't need Anavar at all, or any other oral for that point, unless you're a power lifter or you're prepping for a bodybuilding competition. Honestly, all in all, if you're not a professional bodybuilder, just don't touch oral steroids. The injections are way safer, and they're going to get you 10 times the results. I'm not gonna act like orals have no place, because some people do use them and swear by them, but I honestly think for 90% of people, you should not be using orals. There's just no point. You're just risking even worse health on top of the risk you're already taking by being on PEDs. So anyway, I started a new split earlier this week. It's about 6 to 8 exercises per session. I'm in the gym for about 40 minutes to an hour, like really not a long time at all. I'm running a 6-day split. I'm running push, pull, legs, arms, chest and back, legs, rest. And honestly, I'm feeling great on this split. I decided to add a dedicated arm day. When I just do push pull, I'm not getting that much arm volume. Or it's not that I'm not getting enough volume. On my sets for my arms, I feel as if I'm already burned out from my chest and back exercises. So I think an arm day is gonna really help blow up my arms. And on arm day, I also hit shoulders. I'm doing lateral raises 4 times a week as well. Or not 4, 3 to 4 times a week. I'm doing lateral raises, trying to boost up my delts. I'm loving this split. I think I'm gonna stay on it for a while, at least until the end of my bulk. So a few weeks, a few months actually. I stay on for another 2-3 months. Yeah, I'm still running the same dose of just testing Primo. Parked in this little parking lot right here to finish this up. Y'all know you don't need to be using those orals, man. Orals are so popular right now, and I literally can't understand why at all. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to sub.